Well, Your Honor.
I like how they're basically introducing you. Hey, this game is gonna pull some retarded bullshit on you.
The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
No, it doesn't. You're assuming facts.
Shut up,
not
it
in
does.
evidence.
It totally does. I paid good money to make sure it does.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
If your mind is that of a 2-year-old, sure.
Darn, this isn't good.
Oh no, incredibly easy to defend against things are happening.
And we're done with that. On to the next witness.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own
Innocent, eh?
eyes.
Also, Sophie, make sure you are not using your Maya girl voice, but instead the other girl voice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let the
Just say
witness, Miss April May, take the stand. I mean,
I'm not sure
stand.
that I should use the modulator.
The modulator is fine now that we fixed the problem.
Okay. If it
Exactly
was-
what part of her is innocent?
I like how he had the exact same thing!
I don't know, her ear?
I don't think I...
No, I'm sure she's had sex with that too.
Witness, your name, please.
Hang on, I'm trying to get to it.
Your name, phone number, measurements.
I need to plug in my voice.
Oh dear God,
Sorry.
they jiggle.
What? They do? Rewind. I mean,
I already made a save state. It's too late.
I don't remember which voice I was using for her.
It was like helium voice.
Was it higher or lower?
Higher.
Yeah.
Was this it?
No!
Not even close.
What about this one?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Okay. Scrappy kid. Got it. April May, at your service. Wink.
Hey, try Toad voice with that on.
No!
Oh,
I don't think
Your
Sylvie
Honor,
can do a voice.
an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd.
So you in the
The
back.
witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Is that wanton? I thought it was W-A.
Oh God!
What did you
He
do?
had like really
That was
shrill
Toad
there.
voice with that on, I think.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I see. And yeah, I'm pretty sure wanton is W-A-N-T-O-n.
Yeah, I think they just spelled wonton, which is a
Yeah.
Chinese little dessert
Wontons,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, they
Just-
did. They absolutely did.
Yeah, fried wontons.
hmm
Not dessert. I don't know what was I thinking.
This is not good.
Yes, refrain from bringing Chinese food into the court.
She's already captured the heart of every man in the court.
Even me.
Well, maybe not their hearts, but certain other bodily organs. Tell us,
Okay.
where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room.
We
I checked
refrained from
right after
helium.
lunch. I checked in right after lunch.
Did you have cock for lunch?
Yes.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay and Company law offices.
That's not how you spell Faye! They misspelled
That's
Faye in the
right, big
dialogue.
boy.
No, they didn't. F-E-Y, that's how they spelled her name.
Really? I thought it was Faye, F-A-Y.
No.
Nope, it's always F-E-Y.
I didn't notice that at all.
Objection! You obviously don't even know how to spell your client's name.
I think you read that already.
I did, and I'm not saying it again.
Okay.
You're gonna have to find it.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
The witness's account.
Oh dear God, this ought to be good.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know.
I think
Hold
the
it.
thing
I
that is
do not
most
know.
full of holes is her brain.
And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Surprised she's not holding up note cards for this.
The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and, like, ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped.
Schlump.
The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy itsy wink.
Order. What did we say about that? Oh, sounds legit. Well, Your Honor,
All good witness testimonies.
are you
and-
convinced?
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony.
Oh yeah, the testimony is the solid thing there.
I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination?
Yeah, you know the
I
thing
think
that
I think the judge wants to cross-examine her himself.
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Don't you?
The game is making the jokes for me. God damn it!
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well.
Wink.
God damn it!
Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
What?
You know, doing her job and shit.
Hey, how dare you?
Her cowardly way
Well,
of, you know,
Mr.
being a
Wright,
competent
will you
lawyer.
cross-examine the witness?
Oh, no thanks.
And whatever happened to the judge being like, hey, refrain from personal attacks here?
Well, she's dead. It doesn't matter, clearly.
Thanks for personal attacks on the dead. Have some fucking decency.
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to.
And that's the only reason.
Gee, really? You think he might not want you to pick apart the giant holes in that testimony?
Okay, so
She
let's
has
start
to have some
pressing
weakness.
her.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't have enough intelligence to be
Very
counted as having
well.
anything.
You may begin your cross-examination.
It was like
You don't need to
9
read.
at
You don't need
night.
to read it out when it's the same dialogue.
Oh, sorry.
Why did you do that?
Press everything.
Sophie, this is now
You
new
can't read
dialogue.
this.
What? Like, why what? I'm sorry, I had a pussy on my lap.
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
Objection! People look out their windows all the time! Stop asking questions!
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
Oh my god. I sort of, you know. Holy jiggle.
Feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question.
Yeah.
Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's go.
Chances are, if you do, it's not going to work well.
Press as
Let's see.
hard as you want.
Let's see how far I can run with this.
Probably the judge is going to step in because he's an old pervert.
Yeah, he's kind of, you know, he's using his covering robes to his advantage there right now.
Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Oh. Oh my.
He's
Oh,
got
she's
a nervous
developing
tick
a
going.
nervous tick already.
Objection! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. You could badger the last one and the one before that, but not this one.
Badgering?
You insist on needling her
It's
with
kind
these
of a major
trivial
question.
questions. Also, somebody snoring. I really don't think it should be allowed.
not all... Okay, Sylvie's definitely not asleep because he's actually doing dialogue. Thank God.
As if that's ever stopped me before.
That's true.
Not that I'm, condemning myself for it, but hey.
In order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Wait, is it Arklon this time?
Yes.
I think this is the first time Arklon's fallen asleep on stream in a long time.
I wonder if he'll say anything interesting about Chuck E. Cheese.
Shut up. Just shut your mouth.
Poor girl. What about poor me?
That is definitely Arklon, yeah.
Oh, did you actually hear the means?
You were snoring, Arklon.
Stuff
And
to
welcome back to
Africa?
the world of the waking.
Because you basically said that we were going to be stuffing something into someone's vagina to smuggle it to Africa.
What?
You
That is what
looked
you
out
said
the
when you
window. Can we proceed, please, and not talk about the other one?
Yeah,
You
that
looked
part
out
get
the
cut
window.
out. Sorry.
Oh, no, you should keep that in.
You looked out the window. What did you see next?
The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey.
Are you telling her?
Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Some people with eyes.
Your thing?
And the person attacking her?
How do you know she was the defendant?
What?
Fairly reasonable question.
Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
Oh, that's not a hole.
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
Yes, a testimony where she says, quote, look, I just know it, okay? Totally bulletproof.
He's right. But I question the testimony anyway. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
Just flat out.
What? Nanny?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that.
She's lying. Because you did see her on the phone that
Yeah.
day. You can't just say she didn't see anything.
Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
What is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay.
Clueless about most things.
If you really had witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Arklon!
What?
You're falling
Snoring.
Actually, I don't think Grossberg is in this trial part of it, so I think you can go to bed if you want, Ark.
asleep. Yeah,
Night, Archon.
yeah, night.
Alrighty.
I mean, you can stay if you want to, it's
Yeah,
just completely up to you.
Yeah.
He snores louder than I do.
But he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
One
Anyway.
time.
No.
Oh, it's been
Multiple
more than one
times.
time.
There's just so many times.
Shut up, sleeper! You don't get a say.
Alright, so you're sticking around then, Ark?
Well, at least I can say they've only ever heard me snore. Now, I think I'll go for the night.
Okay, night.
Alright, glad you.
Good night, Ark.
Good night, guys.
Okay, anyway, continue.
Anyways, back to our trial in progress.
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And anyone else in the place we don't know about yet, because it's in the, you know.
Spoilers.
It's in the shadow realm.
And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
Robble, 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 robble. But I practiced.
Yes, we do!
We were there.
Yes! Detective Gumshoe was there!
Purple.
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Ah! What are you trying to say, you mean liar? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details necessary, darling.
That's...
Wow.
Miss May,
Will refrain from using the term darling.
the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Holy gods, that journal.
that dialogue!
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Return to my chambers for some cross-examination.
Damn, I almost had her.
Meanwhile,
And
Miles
in-
starts handing her notes.
In that case, that was actually the thing we had to do. There was no evidence that contradicted anything. It was entirely pressing stuff.
But now I bet she's going to start, making some big ol' evidence contradiction.
I did
Stuff.
see everything. I did.
Most likely.
The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right.
And I like how you can immediately see that it's not the girl in the hippie clothes at all in the screenshot.
Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
I also
Yes,
like
girl
how
in
it's
the hippie clothes who looks like a man.
I like how the description hippie clothes, because that's totally the best term
She
to
hit her
describe
with
that.
that weapon. I saw it. I did.
Hey man, you want to head back behind the shrine and do
That
some
clock.
reading?
That kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think.
How did she know it was a clock?
Does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Nobody's been mentioning that it was a clock at all in this case.
I think even the judge is starting to get annoyed at this.
I see.
Which part? Her lying or Phoenix questioning every single thing?
I wish you
Her
had been
lying more.
so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I think
Okay.
Okay,
he is
so-
starting to see that her brains are not as big as her.
Going to go ahead
Shoulders?
and continue pressing on all the statements.
Hold it! Did you see everything?
So you saw me then, too.
Of course! I remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky?
Yes, it is
It's
spiky!
there!
How would you describe it, Phoenix?
Going for the Wolverine look.
The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Wait, is spiky hair some sort of, insult?
Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
The witness will refrain from mispronouncing her R's.
Very well. Continue.
That sure was a bit of dialogue.
Is that right as in you're right, as you looked from the hotel?
Fair question.
Or is that right like my last name?
Well, they were facing the same way, so it'd be the
Okay,
same
what
either
the
way.
fuck question is this? Or response is this?
Richard, do I hold my knife hand again?
What?
Right! This is my right hand.
I like how she's just gotten more and more southern.
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Mr. Wrong.
How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes all of a sudden like that.
That's what you... I mean... That's what she was wearing. Oh,
Can I say
her hair
hold
was
it in the middle of this?
all done up like... And her hair was all done up like a bun.
I think we all deserve to voice that line.
What happened then?
Where did this weapon come from?
I don't even know why you would think she would be able to answer that.
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
Would she even have been able to see the desk from the window?
Hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think so.
Clock?
Oh.
Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Gee!
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all, after all.
No, I think you can.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
Through the power of save states, everything is possible.
You don't need save states to pick this shit
Oh,
apart.
oops. And apparently it put me out on the same one again. Is that the... Apparently that's the final piece of testimony there, so it doesn't do a thing that it does in later games, so... Now we present the Thinker. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Like your blouse.
Revealing? Oh, you liked that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Dun,
Subtle.
dun.
Yeah, order.
Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock?
Oh,
She gets gas.
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here.
No, I'd say the clock thing is pretty
Shush,
important.
quiet. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns like facts.
No! You will not withdraw this question!
Objection!
It's not out! For fuck's sake.
Useless abortion.